Hello, all you peoples. This is Big Dip on a Bus, aka Jish, aka something else. And I was just kidding because I was trying to do an impression of him doing his very first LP, which was Pop Quiz. Oh, you ruined it for me. I was going to make it like a little pop quiz to see if people could guess it, but that's all right.
Sort of like leading up for me to say it.
Alright, I got another one. And don't say this one yet. True or false, everybody. Ready? And I don't think anyone's going to really know this yet because the game hardly was uploaded yet, but true or false? Big Tip's Adventure 2 and Big Tip's Adventure 1 has a conspiracy. Think about that for a while. We're going to talk some more about Needleman stage here. And I'm gonna let Josh give the answer as soon as we're ready to. So anyway, we're back in Needleman stage.
I don't know. It depends on how you define conspiracy. Are you talking about like stop and swap or I don't know.
Well, I heard somebody once told me about a game called Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie that has like this thing where you can swap things between games. So
and it doesn't work.
So anyway, in this game called Big Tip's Adventure 2, it's said that the same thing has happened, and that's true or false. We'll tell you the answer before we close this video out.
Unless, of course, we forget.
No, I won't.
I forget everything that has ever happened.
Except for the fact that I need a super jump.
No, because I did forget that. And you died.
Alright.
He died on 123 seconds.
I was hoping to do sort of a speed run out of this, but
Clearly that... Well, no, you weren't, because at the beginning you walked back and forth like 6 times. You're like, I think I want to kill this porcupine again.
from this point, folks, I'm going to let Josh do the majority of the talking, except for the quiz.
What am I even going to talk about, though? I can just continue to say things like, and here's the red candle. Nobody else will get those references. Don't say what that's from, because it's meant to be a secret.
Okay. What was the first Mega Man game you played, Josh?
The first one. Well,
Yeah.
actually, the first one I played was Wily Wars, as I mentioned in another segment of this. But then the first one that I actually played through all the way was the first one. I probably did more save states in that than in any other game, not including Kaizo Mario.
And I will put up an annotation for what that is. I will put up an annotation for what that means. Alright, now here's something that's really weird. Very, very strange. But before the first boss of this stage, it suddenly goes dark completely. It's so weird, but it's sort of to me, it's like an advertisement for where the next stage is going to head. The next part of the stage, anyway. So I'm going to let Josh have the floor. So, I don't know, to talk a little bit about, what brought on Big Tip's Adventure, the game that's currently on Zelda Classic, and what Zelda Classic is, while I kick Airman's butt.
I don't know what to say, really. Zelda Classic, as I'm pretty sure I already mentioned, it's a game editor for the old NES Zelda game, and you're allowed to create your own games with it by, editing the overworlds and the dungeons. You pretty much make everything yourself within set limitations. And then, so the first game I made with it was called Big Tip's Adventure. It's pretty generic. There's not a whole lot that's special about it. And that was sort of just my way to learn the program, I guess. Made that. It's playable, but I wouldn't call it a good game. Because, just because it works doesn't mean that it's good. But anyway, there's that. Then I made Mitch, which I did an LP of, and that one's, interesting.
What I like about that game is it has, the same feature that has like Super Mario RPG.
Yeah, it has
I love that.
battle screens on it. You fight enemies to get money.
Very alright.
Then my third one was Victim's Adventure 2, which is obviously the sequel to the first Victim's Adventure, and that's the one that
Which we won't reveal too much of on here. I'm sure you don't want that disclosed.
Like, as I already said, I've been working on it for like forever because I keep losing interest in it. Anyway, it's like almost all the way done, and it's basically I just wanted to do everything that I could within the limitations of one of the oldest versions of the program, because they've updated Zelda Classic quite a few times, and the one that I'm using is one of the oldest ones, so it can't really do that much, but I'm trying to kind of like push it to its limits.
So, alright, thanks for that little information there. And now we're going to try to resume talking about this stage here now. As you probably may have already guessed, I did in fact use the Rush Jet to go through over most of this. It's very imperative to like refill your Rush Jet is to make sure it just fills up. Now this guy here is like the only new thing. Is like the next new thing, and the only new thing that's in the Doc Robot stage.
And you can see that you could have seen it hiding in the regular Needleman stage, but it doesn't come up or anything. It's just sort of sitting there, mostly out of view.
Really?
Yeah, I pointed that out. You can see the helmet under this one platform.
I'm gonna have to listen. I'm gonna have to listen to that one again.
Maybe my audio was cut out when I said it.
Probably. But can you super jump me?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know, you're having a lot of trouble with this one, it looks like. Usually I'm able to beat them, like, in one go, but then again, I'm really...
That's because like
very quick shooter, so...
I'm not used to playing on such a small screen at all. I have to really squint to see this.
I was wondering why there's, like, ship rigging in the back. Like from those stages in Donkey Kong Country 2 where you climb on the ropes. That's what that reminds me of.
I'll bet they probably got the idea from this.
Let it be known that energy tanks are like crack.
And I'm very addicted to them more than normal.
I always wondered what that energy tank drink is like. Do you know about that?
You're not referring like Rockstar, are you? Or
No, in Japan, to like celebrate Mega Man 9 coming out, they made this drink that was like a little energy tank.
really?
Yeah.
I bet they probably got that from the cartoon. So there it is, folks. If you wanna be like Mega Man, drink the drink. No, do not do that. I am clearly just kidding.
Okay, what's the last boss we've got here? Don't say, is it...
I won't.
It's Crash Man, isn't it? I'm trying to remember which
Or as I used to think, Ice Cream Man, because it's like the drills look like ice cream. And we just lagged a bit.
That's another thing I wondered is it Crash Man or is it Clash Man? Because in the Game Boy one it's Clash Man, and you could just blame the Japanese language for not having a clear R or L.
Yeah, someone...
Which actually makes more sense, because it's not like he actually crashes into things, he like... I don't know, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play this... No, actually I probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah,